Look at that. He got you this.
Wow.
He got you. He said, give me my. Yes. Say thank you. Say thank you, Offset. Say thank you. He's so shy. He loves it. He loves it. Yo, he loves it. I gotta give you another hug. That's so sweet. I love you. It's been so long since I seen you. So well.
Turned up on the ass.
Okay. All right, y'all. Today's guest I have been wanting to talk to for a long time. You might have first heard him as 1/3 of the iconic trio Migos, but that was just the beginning. Now he's charting his own path as a solo artist, and he's already proving himself as a hit maker in his own right. He's also a family man, a businessman, and someone who's always one step ahead, whether it's on the music charts or in fashion, okay? He's fitted. Offset, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, Keke. You know you're my sister. You know what it is.
Yeah, so we go way back to the Atlanta days.
Hello.
In the studio, chilling.
In the studio, cooking. Yep.
How have you been? It's so good to see you.
I've been pushing, man.
Okay.
I love the music I've been putting out. I've been making in the lab.
And I know you've been real experimenting with a lot of different stuff, little James Brown stuff you mentioned before. Obviously, you always talk so positively about Michael. We all love Michael, but you've been mixing a lot of things.
Yeah, I just want to always get into like a character or like some inspiration when I'm working on a new project.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes it don't work out for me saying it out loud. I feel like the music sometimes is a better place for me to put it at. Like, I go through real life like everybody else, and I feel like that's why it's more like a personal vibe. But I'm gonna have some turn-ups though. We still gonna have a good time.
But
it ain't like no sad, like low vibrations. It's just like it's expression of feeling on this album. Fully though.
And I agree with what you're saying. I mean, I think as an artist, that's the thing, right? A lot of times we don't want to say it. Like, I'll perform it, I'll sing it, I'll write it a lot of times before I say it out loud, or you know what I'm saying? Because that's just not how I work. So,
exactly.
Now, you also dropped the single "Swing My Way" featuring I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Who?
Anak.
Oh yeah.
Anak.
Shout out to Anak.
Now, I heard y'all, there was like some rumors y'all was dating. Is that true?
No, we weren't dating, man. I just think they took the footage. Like somebody like, we shooting a video and somebody like catch us shooting a scene without the camera showing.
Yeah, out of
and
context.
I think it was just out of context.
Yeah.
That's my friend. That's my homie. Like, I've been knowing her since Paris Fashion Weeks for like 2020. So it's like, it's my dog. And I just wanted a black, beautiful queen to be in the video. That's all it is.
Period. You know Shout out to Anak. Period. Now, fashion. Real quick, I got to get into that because what has fashion been for you? I feel like you, the Migos, I feel like what y'all have represented and how y'all have ushered fashion in has been a big part of your storytelling. Yeah. Was that something that you always felt, or did it grow over time?
It was something I always felt, even when I was young in high school, like in Atlanta, when polo was the thing, and like Jordans and stuff like that. I just always attracted myself to fashion. I feel like you get to identify yourself, you get to express yourself in fashion. There ain't no limits. You know what I'm saying? I like going left a little bit, like clothes that I feel like people in maybe rap might not understand or might want to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it separates yourself. Fashion is such a big place, and it's like an open field for fans too. So like, and when you respect it in that space, it takes a long time to get respected in the space, but once you respect it and you're like leading people on what to wear, it's like, it feel good for me to wear something a certain way, and then I see it start being the way they doing it. You know what I'm
it's like an unspoken language.
Exactly.
But you always been setting trends and making waves, for sure. For sure. Now, I got to go back to the beginning because we both are child entertainers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you was a dancer in the music video for Whitney Houston's single, What You Looking At, when you were just 10 years old. So, I mean, I got to know, were you acting at that time? Were you, like, what level of performing were you doing, or did that just happen?
I wasn't. My mama seen something in the newspaper, and my mama always been a strong supporter of me, like entertainment since I was little, like at the little family functions, dancing.
Yeah, that's my family with me.
My mama was like, they having some trials for a video. She was like, I think the kids gonna be. We didn't know it was kids. So when I first went in, it was like adults and stuff like that. And she was like, just do your thing. And then they pointed me out like, who this little boy is right here. And then that's how I got the spot.
Wow. And so after that, did that make you start doing more stuff seriously as a performer?
Nah, we was in a bad situation. My mama ain't have it. So like, I was super happy to make my mama $300 though.
Okay.
I got paid $300 for that. Like, so I was happy with that. I made the house $300, and then I did one more thing that people don't really know about. I did a video with Usher and TLC. I'm not sure what the
Usher and TLC. Well,
it was TLC song, but Usher was there. He had like a cast on. I never forget. I was a kid. I got to meet him. I ain't never get to tell him that either. Yeah.
So when did you get a chance to get back to entertainment professionally? Probably like, was it at the time of the Migos? Was that your first time re-entering again?
That was re-entering, yeah. That was
so
my
how
first
did it come
time.
about? How did you decide? How did y'all say, hey, we're going to be a group. We're going to be the Migos?
It was really a neighborhood thing. We was the only 3 rapping. And like, you know, everybody laughing like, yeah, but y'all ain't rapping, da-da-da. And then we made Bando, and then that caught like our community where we from, our neighborhood. And then we started to like go to Atlanta open mics, maybe this amount of people in here, 5, 10 people in there. And then we just kept pushing our mixtapes and trying to find like people. Like shout out to DJ Knight. He was one of the first DJs that like
shout out him.
Plugged us in with like my live mixtapes. And in that era, because back then, before it was like the Apple and all that, you wanted to be like, you was the top dog if you was #1 on my live mixtapes and my mixtapes and stuff like that. So yeah, we was just the only ones from Gwinnett too.
Yeah.
Pushing that. So, and it worked out.
Did you know that it, I mean, that's a stupid question because who knows that kind of thing, but did it feel as special as it was when y'all were building it?
It felt special the whole time because we just believed in it so much. Like, couldn't nobody tell us we weren't finna get on.
Wow.
And so we did it.
I mean, when you look at what the Migos have done, they changed not just rap and hip hop, but what y'all did also changed pop culture at large.
Right.
From the way even people sing on the track. You know what I'm saying? Not just rap on the track. What do you think about that? Like how like does it really sit in you? Do you feel like it's really that known and you guys get that credit?
I feel like the flowers ain't always been given.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I remember when we first came in, it was like, yo, they like bubblegum rapping or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then to see it like do big people like we just saw with Katy Perry and they like having our flow on their songs. But it's not a thing where I'm like, man, they need to. Because I know what I did. It was never, we never came into it like, oh yeah, we trying to change the world with it. It's just something God did. So just keep pushing. It's like, but it's known though.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
sure.
I know it. People that
It's
know,
known for
you know,
sure.
it's known for sure. Like, especially if you know music and you're hearing how things are being affected and changing, then you know y'all one of the main names that come up. When did everything really feel like it hit another turning point? Because obviously you guys had you've had a lot of hits. Would you say it was Bad and Bougie? Would you say it was the culture? Like, when did you feel like, oh, we done really went further than I even thought?
Bad and Bougie.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a #1 record, you know what I'm saying? And then you're not into, when you first get into the game, you're not really into it for like the stats.
Yeah.
You into it to like get your money up or touch people and who rock with you. But like once we got that #1, it was just kind of like, it became more serious. That's the only thing I don't kind of like too though, because after the #1, it became more of a job or like more serious. Now you trying to focus on catching that #1 again or like trying to make a record as big as that when all of it was fun and it just was an organic thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Damn, that's deep. Everything changes once everything becomes so successful.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I made Ric Flair drip by myself and it was just like, oh, I ain't know I could do this.
Yeah. How do you explain, like, when y'all tapped into the flow that became the Migos flow? Was that what it always was when y'all was in Gwinnett County, or did it slowly become where y'all knew, oh, this is our pocket? And like, what was the process behind that?
It really came from Takeoff, R.I.P. my brother. It really came from him because he just was like, he was doing it. And we was like, bro, what that is? He was just naturally doing it. You know, he was so young during the time, probably like 17. When we first was starting to get a little buzz. And then we just stayed in that pocket. And then so when it touches, it was like all of us. And then, you know, he the humblest one, so he ain't saying nothing, but it's really, homie, it's really Tate though.
And did you feel like y'all's intention was just to get people moving, to make people dance? Or was it just...
It just was it was the way we was recording, like on Pro Tools, like we nudge our bars, which means, for the people that don't know, like slide our bars on milliseconds, so we do it 9 times. So it's like, it's a pocket that you will fit into a beat. Like sometimes most people do music and they ride the bass, but we might ride the snare or the sounds behind that you don't know to make those sounds pop out some more. You see what I'm saying? So it was a formula to it.
I love the science.
Oh yeah, it's a formula. You gotta have a formula. You gotta have a formula to it.
Fire. Now, obviously, you know, Migos disbanded in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
When did it really start to fall apart?
It wasn't
obviously
really,
before then.
I think things on the business side wasn't turning to my favor. I wanted, you know, I got kids. You know what I mean? I got kids, family. And I'm just getting older and more smart, paid more attention to my money, my finances, and felt like I wanted a bigger piece. Sure. Not from them, but from the business.
Yeah,
from the business. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, when the business get in the way, it slows down the creativity. I'm growing up as an artist, and I think I made the decision to go solo because I just felt like during the time and the situation, not with the boys, I wasn't getting along with the business because I was trying to change things, and it was like putting my back against the wall kind of. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do my own thing, and I didn't think the belief was there.
Yeah.
But I knew what was happening, and so I just kept pushing quietly, silently, and I know, like, the core fan base, it was like very a hard time for us, for the fans, but it was just like a decision I had to make as a man. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, did you think that there would be a time and a place where you could come back to it? I mean, obviously, like y'all's original label QC, that also, kind of not dematerialized, but you know what I'm saying. I know that they're no longer as well.
Right.
So did you think, hey, maybe at some point I could go back to Migos, I do my solo thing, you know what I'm saying? I come back to Migos.
Nah,
and it could be,
I don't want to go backwards. You know what I mean?
Really?
I don't want to go backwards. And if I did, it would be on my time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to reach those heights as Migos did as a solo act, and I feel like it's confusing.
Yeah.
When you dip and dab, when you go back and forth with it, and I feel like I love my creative freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, obviously, it's not the same with Take On.
Exactly, and it could never be the same without my boy. So it's like, because he was the glue the whole time. He the glue. He the glue to everything. Like in a group you got egos, man. It's like we grown men, we got millions of dollars as egos, but homie would humble that at all times. He might go group text. Well, y'all lame. Well, what y'all doing? What we doing? He just kept us as one, like seeing the vision. Because, in the industry, man, all these different people pull you. Somebody pull you. You could be this and you could be that, or you the one, or you the one. And Holmes would always like, hey, we doing this for our mamas, and God put us in this position. And like, you would have to respect what he's saying because he's not lying. You know what I'm saying? And so when him missing, it's like that glue missing. And then also, I'm just on my own path.
When people like that pass away, especially so suddenly, it had to make you think. What did you think? Because like you saying, like he was a good person. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, I never really said this. Like, I felt like I had that, like, some responsibility was on me, because what if I didn't go solo? What if I just thugged it out with the business not being right? You know what I mean? Maybe we wouldn't even been right there or in that place, because I just know how we move when I'm around a little bit. Like, it's just, I could read the room a little bit more, see, hey, this ain't the play. We need to get up out of here. I'm the one that's going to say it. And then I wasn't there. So it's like not having control of something like that so close to you. And then people talking, not knowing what they talk about.
That's tough.
Saying he with me, or saying this and that and that's like tough, man. Like, but all I could do is, I feel like I never forget my roots, right? So me pushing, as long as I keep pushing myself, I'm still representing that, because that's still my family. At the end of the day, I'm still Migo. At the end of the day, when I go back to my neighborhood, it's a crew of us, and we Migo. So it don't never go away from me, but I just got to hold the torch. That's how I feel. I got to hold it down.
How did that affect your relationship with Quavo? Because I know he was there when Take passed. You know what I'm saying? How was that first conversation coming out of that? Because, I'm sure there is anger, because you're like, what the hell happened? What was y'all doing there? Like, how did y'all get through that, if y'all have?
At that time when that happened, it's like a time for brotherhood. You know what I mean? Everything go out the window. And then I think that, like, with time and space, it's a guilt on both ends, you know what I'm saying, with that happening. Because I know you probably feel like I feel like our faults and stuff like that because of what we had going on. And I love Quay, but I think it's just better for us to be on our own different things. Now we could come back to some maybe a couple years from now. You know what I'm saying? The plan was always for us to be doing our thing as solo acts top, because I feel like that's what separated us as a group. Anyways, like, that's why we were so big and we lasted so long, is because each man could hold their own weight. Quay could go over there and do his thing. Take could do his thing. I could do my thing. We still gonna bring hits solo and as one. And so we got the power to do that. So we just got to do it. And then maybe, with success on both sides, could bring things back. But I don't know, it's hard.
I mean, and people are always talking too. I think that's the thing too, when you're such a high profile artist, and you have such huge fan bases, people are always talking. I mean, whether it's about money or relationships, or he with his girlfriend and they was doing this, like, when y'all see that, aside from the fact if there's truth to it or not, do y'all hit each other and say, yo, is this true or is this real? Do y'all, like, how much of that affects what's happening in real time, what people are saying online?
At this point, no, we don't even talk. So it's like whatever they say goes. Either way, it's like that though. I feel like online, like whatever the people say is crazy to me, but whatever the people say, it goes. You know what I mean? So, cause like it's a lose. You speak on it one way, then they're gonna flip it. Or if you say this, or if you say the real, people believe what they want. And negative, people like negativity more than anything. If I drop an album, dissing 10 people on my album, I guarantee I get more streams than if I just drop a clean album.
Yeah.
Just any artist,
Yeah,
not
that's
just
how
me.
stuff is.
Any
Yeah, that's how
artist. This
stuff
is how it
is, yeah.
is. The negativity sticks. So I try not to feed into it and dive into it, especially if I know it's cap. It's cap. It's like, what's the point of me even reaching out to see what's going on? Or I just take it in and I just turn the channel and try to focus on something else.
Yeah.
I already got a lot going on.
Yeah, you do. You do. Do you feel like, I guess the better question I want to ask is, who were you when you entered Migos, and what kind of artist are you now? How have you been changed?
I like. You got a good question. You know what I mean? That's a good question.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Y'all, I have been scrolling through Airbnb looking at the most gorgeous Victorian mansions in the Catskills. And let me tell you, your girl is ready for a fall moment. I'm talking spiral staircases, tower rooms with panoramic forest views, the whole vibe. Like, imagine me and my friends making apple cider in a vintage kitchen, telling stories by the fireplace and watching those fall leaves change from a wraparound porch. Woo! And the best part? I always look for the guest favorite badge, which means it's one of the most loved homes on Airbnb. Because listen, when I travel with my friends, we need more than just a basic room. We need space to really sink into the experience, to make memories. And trust me, hotels just don't give you that this place has a story feeling. Whether you're dreaming of a cozy cabin in the woods, a desert hideaway like my favorite spot in Joshua Tree, or yes, maybe even a slightly spooky mansion for fall, Airbnb has exactly what you're looking for. This message is brought to you by Apple Pay. When the temperature drops below 65, you'll find me in my natural habitat, cocooned in my favorite blanket, watching my shows. And no, I'm not moving. Why should I? I love that Apple Pay lets me live my best hibernation life. I'm ordering dinner, booking my autumn cabin getaway, and shopping online for more blankets, and all from my cozy command center. I absolutely live for how seamless it is. From my iPhone, I just tap the Apple Pay button at the online checkout, a quick Face ID scan, and ding, transaction complete. No need to unwrap myself from this blanket burrito to grab my wallet from the other room. What I appreciate most is how Apple Pay lets me skip all those never-ending online checkout forms. Ooh! The way I see it, less time filling out payment info means more time to getting back to my shows. And that's the kind of multitasking I live for. Next time you're online shopping or in-app, just look for that Apple Pay button or contactless symbol at checkout. Trust me, it's giving work smarter, not harder. And that's exactly the energy we need. Pay the Apple way. Terms apply.
All right, when I first started, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting in trouble a lot.
Okay. How old was you?
When we first as known.
When you started your artistry?
Oh, when we started artistry, I was about 14.
That's dope.
14.
Yeah.
So then about 15, you get to feeling yourself in school. 16, I was getting in trouble a lot. And that's why when we first started, I was locked up. And they was pushing, because we already had the foundations, we already had the songs done, Versace and all these songs done, and we just started it just started to happen, but I was in jail, and so I didn't take it serious.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't seeing no money from it. Like I said, I had a kid when I was 17.
Yeah.
So I'm already having a bill already, and I'm not in school, I'm young, so I was just doing the wrong path, and I ain't take it so serious. It's like, I think I started getting serious after Fight Night, when we dropped Fight Night, because that was a big record for us, and it was more than just a street record.
Yeah.
It was something that was on the radio sticking. We shot the big video. We shut down Peachtree Road in Atlanta, and then I started taking it serious.
Time to be alive.
And then the artist I am now, is totally different, because I care about everything detail. I'm super creative. I want to make sure I'm getting a message across with everything I do. So it ain't just something I'm just doing for no reason.
And what is the message? Because that's a good question.
Like, this album's message is, like, about me is Kiari, my real name, who I am, like, taking the Offset mask off. Like, I'm regular too, bro. Like, I might not do everything perfect. I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do everything perfect. But, like, everything that happens with me is not gonna be golden. Like, I'm gonna have ups and downs. And so that's the message I'm getting across. Like, you could be like me. We the same. You just look at me as like an artist that maybe got money or like famous. And if I could not be famous, I wouldn't be.
Wait a minute, what you mean by that?
Because it's too much. Like, it's just like...
You want to be the artist, but you don't necessarily want the fame.
I don't like the new fame. Let me say that. Like how like I was saying, that people control everything. I feel like what people say matters. Like, you can't, and then you can't really express yourself. You got to watch how you express yourself now. Like, back in the day, artists, they could just say whatever they felt.
Well, there's not an immediate person saying or questioning it back. You know, there's not like somebody that's, you know, looking into it or pulling it away and taking away the context. A lot of times we hear stuff out of context. Somebody might say something, they didn't hear the first sentence. They just got the first clip, and then now that's what you said.
Right.
And that does mean that your narrative gets out of your hands. You're no longer the process of controlling your narrative, and not because you're fake, but controlling your narrative because you care about what you have to say.
Right.
It becomes